Beast Nation? Alright, check it out. We're about to do everything wrong with Deadpool in 16 minutes or less. Okay, this video is around 19 minutes long, so shit. I'm not going to talk too long. One, alright, there's not going to be that many things wrong with Deadpool, okay? Deadpool is awesome. I'm biased. I don't give a shit. Alright, Deadpool is a shit. I love it. Alright. So, but I do like watching these videos, and maybe they're right. Maybe there's some things that's like was off that I didn't catch. Who knows? Alright. Anyways, since this video is going to be long, the winner of the Christmas giveaway, I'm going to announce it in the next video. Alright, because I don't like long ass videos. So, sorry, we do have a winner. Alright. Like I said, I'm just going to go ahead and state it and let you guys know who won the prize next video. Alright. In the link below, alright, there's going to be Cinema Sins. Alright, please check them out. Go watch the video. Go subscribe to them on their own channel. As well as if you guys want me to do more giveaways more frequently, my PayPal will be down there. If you guys want to donate like $1 or a couple of cents or whatever, it just helps me out because it kind of gets expensive, you know, with the shipping and everything. Because I want to get you guys some real good collectibles, not no like knockoff stuff. Some good legitimate collectibles like a lightsaber or something. So if you want to donate a little bit, the link will be down below. Alright! Let's look at this falsehoodism. See what they're talking about.
Hey guys, if you're not going to consider any movie you make away from Disney a part of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, you could at least spare us the 12-second comic book flippy logo for once. This credit plays a lot differently in hindsight after Tim Miller was either fired or encouraged to quit the sequel. Ryan Reynolds tries to claim a crown that clearly would first belong to me, Kevin James, Al Sharpton, Dax Shepard, Norm Macdonald, and at least one famous YouTube prank channel personality. Get in line, dude. Movie acknowledges the existence of Ryan Reynolds in this world, so how come Wade Wilson doesn't constantly get barraged by autograph hounds and paparazzi when he is so clearly Ryan Reynolds? It's amazing any movie can be released in 2016 and feature only one moody teen. Flat out incredible. This movie finally calls out the Stan Lee cameos, and yet still features a gratuitous Stan Lee cameo. This is funny because it feels like Deadpool got one over on the studio execs, but the truth is the studio execs 100% definitely saw and signed off on this joke, which only makes their everyday ass-hattery all the more infuriating since they know about it. Not once during this entire movie does Deadpool comment on or complain about the weird mask nipple that forms at the back of his head when he wears this thing, but I will.
No, my son.
That's in the comics though. He has a stupid nipple
What
about
does
him.
Mama June taste like?
Like two hobos f***ing in a shoe filled with piss.
How do two hobos that want to f*** each other even decide a shoe is the perfect setting? And how do they fit into a shoe? We've taken a weird
It's a joke!
discussion of
A damn
smellonomics.
joke!
Is that an Adventure Time watch? Jesus,
Yes, it
pander
is.
to the nerds much? Also, reference that will be outdated and downright lost to time within a few short years cliche. Okay, this is disfigurement for sure, but it's not like no one could ever love him level disfigurement. It's not like he's Eric Stoltz in Mask. The movie, strange as it is to say out loud, doesn't go far enough in uglying up Wade Wilson. The director said, let's have your bad guy eat
He's
an
still
apple.
pretty
It'll make
fucking ugly.
citizens think you're even more of an asshole.
Ah, I forgot my ammo bag.
Did you? Or did the movie make you forget in order to conform to budget? Hey, don't hate the messenger. I love this movie, but this is only the first of a couple major action scenes affected by the film's budget.
$27.50.
I never carry a wallet while I'm working.
Stiffing a cabbie. Deadpool waits patiently for the convoy of bad guys to show up, but how did he know they'd even take this route, or which vehicles to look for?
Whose balls did I have to fondle to get my very own movie? It does rhyme with Pulverine.
Yeah, but last I checked, Wolverine didn't have that much clout at Fox. He's a VP of production in name only.
He's got a nice pair of smooth criminals down under.
Making me mentally picture Hugh Jackman's presumably shaved testicles.
Oh, bad guys to kill.
Bad guys decide to go with the black SUVs, complete with bad guy motorcycles for easy bad guy identification. Deadpool leaves his Walkman and his cassette copy of Shoop, both of which must be hard to come by in 2016, on the guardrail above as he dives down for revenge. I could kill my own men, but who cares? I might get Deadpool too. I see the director learned a thing or two at the Michael Bay Zack Snyder Symposium for the construction of this scene.
Did I leave the stove on?
That
This is hilarious,
scene was
but he's moving at
badass.
full speed to say this line, even though the entire everything around him is in slow motion. Also, Deadpool tells hacky "did I leave the stove on" joke in the middle of this action scene. And oh yeah, I almost forgot, this scene does not contain a lap dance. Not one of these trailing cars goes around this wrecked SUV and continues about their day, which every American knows at least one of these fuckers would do. Doo-dee-doo, not my problem, I didn't see a thing. Vroom.
Gridlock has kept police from the scene.
Movie suggests cops in this town don't have helicopters and take 20 minutes to get through basic gridlock, and movie is tripping balls. This movie will make a joke about this later, about how they couldn't afford any more X-Men to be at the mansion, but Couldn't they have hired some extras to pretend like this mansion is full? Also, is Colossus always in metal form? I knew he had the power to do this, but he decides to be this way even when he's eating cereal? Okay, remember, gridlock is what's keeping police from arriving on the scene, even though there is nothing on the other side of the crashed SUV. There is literally all the room in the world over there for cops to be approaching the scene. Yeah, it's a one-way road, but even cops break that rule when shit is going down.
This guy's got the right idea. He wore the brown pants.
How can Deadpool see which guy he's pointing at from behind this car?
There's a whole bunch of holes in the vehicle. Just
Let's
look.
calm him down. 3, 2, stupid! Worth it.
Deadpool hilariously wastes 2/3 of his remaining bullets. And okay, fine, it's funny. But then he lucks out more than almost any movie character in history by having the last 3 henchmen line up perfectly of their own accord so Deadpool's single remaining bullet could still wipe out the opposition. He didn't know they were going to do
They're
that.
stacking up.
He's an
That's
unkillable
what
evil
happens
bastard
when you're
who
about to
found
kill
some other way
somebody.
to kill the
You
henchmen.
stack up.
That's not the point, damn it. The bullet wasting is the point. You can't act like that matters by counting it down for style points and then cheat in the end. This is cool, but bullshit. Cool. How the ever-loving does this guy think Deadpool is behind the car right now? How did he miss the gunfight between the motorcycle guy and him? Here, our hero uses the 1990s gangster flick method of turning his gun to the side, which everyone knows is bullshit and makes it harder to hit your target. Also, oh look, a bullet can't penetrate 3 skulls in one shot, only 2.5, giving Deadpool another non-Francis person to have to take out.
You're probably thinking, my boyfriend said this was a superhero movie, but that guy in the red suit just turned that other guy into a f***ing
That's exactly what I
No,
said.
actually, I didn't bring my boyfriend to this feature pool. Your narration is narrow to the point that maybe only 1% of the entire audience actually even came close to thinking what you just said.
And who placed the call?
I did.
How did this guy at his apartment not see Wade anywhere while he was here? Did he just get home? If so, it's kind of lucky he didn't need to use the bathroom, huh?
Jeremy, is it? I'm not here for him. I'm here for you.
Movie named Stalker Pizza Shame character after me, and I'm equal parts honored and insulted. Also, ignoring the fact that Wade was able to figure out that Jeremy would be the one delivering this pizza, this is an insane way to confront it. I mean, why not find out where he lives, or track him down outside the pizza parlor? Instead, he orders a pizza at another guy's apartment, I guess for the comedic value?
I'm living to 102 and then dying, like the city of Detroit.
Huh? What does that mean? Did Detroit live for 102 years and then die? Or is this just a cheap Detroit joke?
I was molested.
A cheap
too.
joke.
Uncle.
Uncles. They took turns.
At some point, this movie got completely bass-ackwards on the definition of wrong comedy versus the definition of a couple steps too far. Hey, that's not how you skee ball. And isn't there usually a window or something that prevents you from throwing the ball straight into a hole? I love what this movie is going for, and I actually totally buy the love between these two. But the amount of sex shown and the length of time it goes on, totally unrealistic to any real relationship I've ever known in real life. This is movie love, where sex happens every 6 hours. That is an illusion. Only 15-year-olds believe in that shit. And who was this movie's target audience? Oh, wait. Deadpool takes out Francis like a bitch in the early scenes, but the big final climax thing will have you wondering why Francis is able to hold his own for a 10-minute fight with Deadpool. Colossus comes out of nowhere to stop Deadpool from bashing Ajax's face in. I don't know how he flew that plane anywhere near the highway or managed to walk down the street without making any noise until now, but it certainly gives Deadpool more time to flash back to tell his story.
We both know that cancer is a show.
I'm sorry, I don't get leaving your lover behind to try some experimental cancer treatment and spare her pain. I really don't. This feels like yet another movie where someone does something colossally selfish in some stupid attempt to protect someone they love from emotions, which is impossible, by the way.
Jack off, Smirnoff, opening for the spin doctors at the Iowa State Fair. Show.
Wow, after the Limp Bizkit joke and the Wham joke, all Wade needs to reference now is Nickelback, and the easy pop culture punchline Wheel of Destiny can be completed. Also, why are you slamming the Iowa State Fair? That is off the hook.
I understand you've recently been diagnosed with terminal cancer.
So what we do as a secret evil business is to keep tabs on former soldiers who now rough up stalkers for a living. They make the best guinea pigs.
Had a Liam Neeson nightmare.
I think we do.
They kidnapped his daughter.
He made 3 of those movies. At some point you have to wonder if he's just a bad parent.
Wade Wilson would be amazing at cinema sins. Wade packs up and leaves in the middle of the night like he's the goddamn Baltimore Colts. What I also don't get is how freely and cluelessly Wade gives up all his rights as a human being to a group that then tortures him for months and maybe accidentally also gives him powers. I mean, this is the ultimate I didn't read the terms of service example, right?
Wasn't talking to you. I was talking to them.
Movie misses the opportunity to show a group of schoolchildren just out of the camera's view so that Deadpool's fourth wall breaking could remain a little cheekier than this.
Hey.
Zip it, Sinead.
Hey, douchepool.
And I hope you're watching.
Ajax manages to escape completely in the short time it took for Negasonic Teenage Warhead and Deadpool to insult Sinead O'Connor and douche. And the motorcycle Ajax crashed a minute ago still works, and he was able to rev it without Deadpool hearing it. Man, it's taking the cops forever to show up to the scene, isn't it?
Let us go talk to the professor.
McAvoy or Stewart?
These timelines are so confusing.
No, seriously, it's weird when Deadpool makes jokes like this. It sort of undermines almost anyone's motivation for doing what they do in this movie when the main character is acknowledging it's a movie. It's also funny, so you can see the bind I'm in. Deadpool intentionally breaks all his hands and feet in fruitless attacks on Colossus, then saws off his hand to escape. My question is, what happens if he falls and splats on the street, instead of lucking out and falling into a moving garbage truck? Doesn't Colossus easily collect him and take him prisoner? During the entire time Wade cuts through his own arm, Colossus just sits there and watches it for some reason. Movie's torture sequences make Zero Dark 30 blush.
Snag the dry cleaning tag off your lab coat.
Where the f was that tag so Wade, who is strapped to a hospital bed, could steal it so easily?
Well, sew your pretty mouth shut.
Har har, reference to that other terrible movie where Ryan Reynolds played Deadpool until he stopped mid-movie in protest. Also, why wouldn't Ajax sew his mouth shut at this point? Is he worried about the fan backlash? For this scene, the director just asked Ryan Reynolds to recall how he felt after seeing the first cut of R.I.P.D. So the neck head restraints here didn't prevent this headbutt? What could he possibly have done to hurt her? Yeah, he's stronger now, but he's still restrained, and she's also a mega mutant with unbelievable strength, so shouldn't this feel more like a love tap? Ah, and now we instantly learn this girl's always has a match in her mouth is just an excuse to let Wade escape this rescue Dawn prison. And if she does literally always have a match in her mouth, how and why would she not notice its absence after a move like this? Shouldn't she be instantly saying, where's my fucking match? Did I drop it? I know I had a match in my mouth just now because I always do. And other like that. Ignition. Well, looks like somebody saw Irreversible. And someone saw Eastern Promises as well. Remember, this is a fight between a guy with super sharp reflexes who can feel no pain, and a guy who can feel pain but heals no matter what. Meaning, if you think about it too much, this fight loses all meaning and impact. Wade. No way around this fact. Wade killed his buddy Cunningham. Francis, who experimented on this dude to make him magic, leaves him for dead in a warehouse fire, because Francis is the worst kind of stupid. Overconfidently Bond villain stupid. And after rising from the dead and finding himself still alive and Wade does not immediately go to his lady. Instead, he stalks her briefly, then goes to his wisecracking bartender friend.
You look like Freddy Krueger.
That's something I'll do.
Topographical map of Utah.
And you sound like the director just let you riff for a few minutes and somehow picked the worst riff of the bunch.
I put all my
Yeah,
money
that was
in
fucking
you
funny.
now. Just realized I'm never gonna win the
Deadpool.
Even though it's been said a couple times in this movie, this is the true roll credits moment.
Salsa water and lemon for blood. Well, we're red. Dumbass.
She's blind though, right? She smelled the blood? The f***? Regardless, how the hell does she know his clothes aren't already red? Does blood not stain red shirts? Wait, was this guy on the ice when Deadpool shot or stabbed him at first? The blood trail starts in the middle of the ice, so did Deadpool bring this guy onto the rink, shoot him, and then go get the Zamboni? Or did he just find this guy already on the ice? Of course, since nobody's talking and Deadpool's killing everyone, I have no clue how he's finding new people in every scene, especially this guy.
Looks on everything.
Looks are everything.
Deadpool teaches millions of teenagers the wrong lesson.
You ever heard David Beckham speak? It's like he mouth sexed a can of helium.
How come every perceived human flaw in this movie is the bastard child of two incongruent things having sex with each other?
I've seen this girl.
Oh,
because
no.
it's
That's kind of convenient.
Deadpool.
Have fun at your midnight showing of Blade 2.
Extremely self-aware movie misses the opportunity to reference
I
Blade
love that
20,
movie,
which
Blade
is the
2.
part of the series Ryan Reynolds was in.
Give it up for chastity.
Stan Lee cameos finally reach their inevitable meta apex as he DJs a strip club, the perfect metaphor for these Marvel movies. All tease and then more tease and some seizures and never any fucking orgasms. Also, come on, Stan Lee didn't even create Deadpool. But I always forget that Marvel movies are contractually obligated to fanboy whenever possible.
Someone out back asking for you.
Ajax managed to find exactly where Vanessa was working in the time it took Wade to go straight here. I guess it's because Angel visits this strip club so often she knows the bartender's face immediately by looking at a picture.
Hey, where'd she go?
Damn, dude, you were in that bathroom longer than the movie said you were. Thankfully for this narrative, she dropped this super identifiable change purse during her assault, so Wade can know for sure she's been abducted. Phew. Hilarious, and it leads to a great montage, but it's all pointless considering the script on the next page calls for you to forget all these guns before getting out of the taxi. So basically,
That's what's funny.
waste of everyone's
About the moment!
House. It's funny that I only ever see two of you. It's almost like the studio couldn't afford another X-Man.
Strangely enough, though, they could afford another Independence Day. Also, these two X-Men were literally trying to arrest and detain Deadpool the last time we saw them. Now, because someone kidnapped his girl, so he says they're his instant allies. Taxi driver picks up Deadpool for a second fare, despite the fact that he got stiffed by him last time. Let's not even get into the odds of him getting the same cab driver twice in a row. Also, these two X-Men took the fucking X-Men plane to go capture Deadpool earlier, but here they just ride in a taxi with Deadpool like chumps.
Where's your...
Hilariously, Francis deploys a first line of defense against
Sorry.
Deadpool based on bullets. We only ever saw this chick while Wade was strapped to a torture table. Now she's going haywire on Colossus, who broke Deadpool's bones just by taking a punch.
There you go, hashtag it.
That tweet was super important. Her phone, however, is worthless, apparently. For the record, they don't really ever
I think he
explain
clocked the
Negasonic's
phone.
powers either. This looks like actual flames coming off Negasonic here, but all this power does is inconvenience Angel for a couple of seconds. Seriously, she takes like 5 repeated kidney shots from an all-metal dude and feels nothing. She's basically Superman in this movie. Female Superman with a match-in-my-mouth fetish. Even though the directive is simply to kill Deadpool, apparently he can wave a white flag and get Ajax's henchmen to stop firing for some reason.
Oh, or on the left.
Colossus's weakness is that he's too much of a gentleman, even when the woman he's fighting is pure evil. I mean, I guess they needed to do something to make this a fight. Nah, not really. She's been hanging with him the entire time, so why is an exposed breast the method she needs to get back into this? Honestly, how is an air-sucking gut punch even possible on a dude made of metal? The physics of this fight between these two leaves a lot to be desired. Negasonic's aim was perfect enough to knock all 3 of these assholes out of commission without smashing Deadpool to bits. Because Francis loves parallels as much as Deadpool loves revenge, Deadpool's girlfriend is in the same air-sucking chamber Wade was tortured in. Let's forget that Francis probably needed an episode of Shipping Wars to even get this tank out here, but whatever.
You grow back body parts now, Wade.
How in the ever-loving f*** did you hear that? Did Colossus call to tell you? Or Al, Deadpool's roommate? I'm left to wonder why Deadpool takes several minutes of climax to defeat a villain he utterly schooled and pinned earlier in the film in about 30 seconds. Yes, I asked this earlier, but I'm asking it again because it's blatantly unaddressed by the film. Answers?
Fine. Fists.
Yeah, but why? You both know what kind of powers you have, so what is a fistfight gonna do? Like most Canadians, Ryan Reynolds just can't help but have Biebermania. This probably should kill Vanessa, knowing the strength this guy has. Oh, there's Negasonic, apparently just now recovering from that blast that sent Deadpool up top several minutes ago, even though that was several minutes ago and she's done nothing since. How good-hearted is Colossus? He's saving even the chick he spent the last 10 minutes fighting. What a guy! Stupid, but kind. Over 8 full seconds of black screen. Oh wow, that glass chamber was somehow 100% indestructible, and Deadpool somehow knew about it.
It's not 100% because you saw the cracks on it.
Even Deadpool is not above the last-second villain is still alive attack bull.
Me and you are headed to fix this butterface.
Did you really think there was a cure for that?
Gotta side with Francis here. How stupid does Wade have to be to believe anything told to him in a torture chamber? So maybe that's why he brought the People magazine, but that's still in the bag he didn't bring, remember? Also, how did he even see through those eye holes and his mask during all the fighting?
It's a face I'd be happy to sit on.
Bonus points to the movie for simultaneously grossing me out and turning me on. I shall call it the vomit boner.
You're still here.
Hey, remember when Ferris Bueller's Day Off did this? So we're spoofing fourth wall jokes from 1980s movies now?
Alright. If there's something else after that, I'm sorry. The video's already too long. Hey, like I said, I already knew it was gonna happen. Alright. So they're right about some of the stuff. We just overlook it because it's a fucking good movie. You know? Yes, there's like he beats the dude's ass in like 5 seconds. Then at the end has an epic battle with him. I get it, it's stupid. But it's entertaining. If you're new to the Beast Nation, alright? The Beast Nation gives you guys like a brief moment, alright? Just to think about if you want to subscribe and be part of our freaking great quest, okay? If you do, take a moment. Alright, I hope you guys enjoyed yourselves, okay? And I hope you made the right decision by subscribing. If you didn't, it's fine. We do love visitors, alright? But you know what it is. If you like this video, hit like. If you want to subscribe, if you want to share. And that,